Drake and Bobbi's interview is still up, but it's up by like She Loves Entertainment. Who is that? Interesting. Okay, so I haven't watched the interview and I don't know what's happening. I've seen all the controversies on TikTok and I don't know, like, I don't know what happened. My neighbors always do the weirdest shit when I record. Like, it's so quiet during the day and the moment I press record, they're like, let's just up.
Does not follow him anymore and he doesn't follow her.
In a long-awaited revelation, Drake has broken his silence on the reason behind his decision to unfollow Bobbi Althoff. As the story unfolds, Drake's words offer a captivating glimpse into his perspective that sometimes connections undergo shifts that demand consideration. Let's dive into the ongoing drama that you've been waiting for. Bobbi Althoff is a TikToker turned podcaster who shot to fame by interviewing the likes of Drake, Lil Yachty, and Tyga. But recently, her viral interview with the massive rapper has been mysteriously deleted from the internet. To add to that, both the parties have mutually unfollowed each other. The suspense surrounding their interaction has reached a whole new level, leaving fans and viewers curious about the reasons behind this sudden development.
Bobbi has deleted her viral interview with Drake and they've unfollowed each other on Instagram. Is this a publicity stunt or is there some beef going on?
Drake's
Beef.
appearance on
It's
Althoff's
beef, I'm telling you guys. I don't think it's a publicity stunt. I don't know, it just feels weird.
widely watched Really Good podcast had garnered an impressive 10 million views on YouTube, so deleting the podcast is quite perplexing. Since Bobbi didn't speak publicly, her fellow podcaster Dave Portnoy finally spilled the beans on what was going on. You see, there were rumors in the influencer circle about the impending breakage of Bobbi's marriage. The reason being her alleged affair with Drake behind her husband's back. But although Bobbi did...
What? Like, I knew they were vibing. They were like really vibing because like I've watched like some clips of the interview and he was like actively hitting on her. He was like, no, you're a thought, Bobbi, and like all these things. And I'm like, listen, like, is this girl not married with a kid? And she's missing her kid's birthday to do an interview with you? Like, that shit fucked up, bro. So I'm not surprised, like...
didn't admit it. She did out herself during the conversation.
I heard that Bobbi slept with Drake and is getting divorced, so I asked her. I DM'd Bobbi.
What? You asked her, did you sleep with Drake and are you getting a divorce?
Yeah. She's like, I'm not commenting on that publicly.
Fans have been eagerly waiting to find out what happened behind the camera that made Drake and Bobbi go their separate ways. Why are Drake and Bobbi Althoff beefing? What does her story mean? She didn't want to do the interview with him in the first place, and she deleted the video. Girl said she wouldn't say anything publicly, but we need to know #Drake #Bobbi Althoff #Thoroughly Good podcast. People believe that the extended interview gradually lost its harmonious balance. Allegedly, somewhere near the midpoint, Bobbi's approach seemingly intensified, leading to a perceptible shift in dynamics that left some viewers finding it exceptionally uncomfortable. Speculation has arisen regarding a possible on-camera discord, which suggests the tensions might have escalated between the two. Redditors believe that Drake's subsequent decision to unfollow Althoff might be attributed, at least in part, to the palpable strain that emerged during the course of their conversation. I noticed Drake seemed to be getting gradually more annoyed what seemed to be for real, building up to the 49-45 checkmark, where he basically suddenly cuts it. He wants to say, okay, you got X more minutes, then we're done here, then changes it to ask me a few more questions. Her energy shifts when she starts going, are you kicking me out? Adding another layer of complication, an alternate theory has emerged speculating about a potential narrative between Drake and Bobbi. According to this perspective,
I feel like I should have really watched the interview before watching this. I know they unfollowed each other, and I know there was a part where he played a copyrighted song. I can't remember who was the artist. So she had to take it down for copyright reasons.
Conjecture that Drake might have attempted to establish a connection with Bobbi, only to face a moment of embarrassment when she decisively declined his advances. Rumor has it Drake tried to push up on Bobbi Althoff. Her husband found messages between them and later had her unfollow Drake and remove viral interview off YouTube. The situation escalated even further when Bobbi seemingly added fuel to the fire by sharing an Instagram post poking fun at Drake, alongside a video of herself appearing unamused at one of his concerts, with friends merrily singing and dancing beside her.
Even I'm vibing and I'm not there. Okay, but that's kind of like her vibe. Like, she's very unbothered. She's very like unfazed. She shows very little emotions in her podcast, TikToks, and like if a camera is rolling, it might have just been for like the plot. I don't know.
The incident garnered so much attention that even the XXL magazine reported on it. Podcaster Bobbi Althoff at Drake's show on Saturday night. 2 days later, she and Drake unfollowed each other on Instagram, and she removed their interview from YouTube. In addition to that, Bobbi has recently teased her audience with the news that a very big announcement is coming their way. She posted on her Instagram, "Big announcement coming next Monday. Set a reminder because you guys will not want to miss this. 9 in the morning, someone's time zone." Apart from that, Bobbi also revealed her clever strategy that helped her to secure Drake as a guest: the art of sliding into his DMs. Detailing her approach, Althoff revealed that her initial connection with Drake sparked from his recognition of her video collaboration with Funny Marco, due to which he decided to follow her on social media. Recognizing the window of opportunity, Althoff seized the moment and boldly extended an invitation to the renowned musician. "I decided to just go for it and shoot my shot. I DM'd Drake and asked if he wanted to be on my podcast, and he said yes."
I thought they're parts of the same agency. And now she just DM'd him. There's so many like conspiracy theories and so many like, or not conspiracy theories, like just theories with this whole thing. Like, I feel like it's so confusing. Like, what the actually happened? Like, what's the truth?
"He sent me his touring schedule, and I knew that I needed to make it happen fast. So my friend and I flew to Memphis 2 days after the original DM was sent to record the episode." It is said that, in the deleted podcast episode, Drake delved into personal matters, discussing his perspective on marriage and relationships. The musician conveyed his belief that the concept of marriage appears somewhat antiquated, acknowledging that he envisions himself eventually marrying someone outside of the entertainment industry. He explained his reluctance to rush into marriage, citing a lack of confidence in offering what a partner might desire at this point in his life.
Do you consider yourself a rapper or a singer?
Entertainer.
I consider myself a musician.
To top it off, Bobbi has also found herself under the scrutiny of being labeled an industry plant in light of her rapid rise to fame, evidenced by her acquisition of over 3 million TikTok followers within a mere couple of months. This heightened attention stems from her ability to secure high-profile interviews with notable artists, a feat not often accomplished, especially after Drake, who rarely engages in interviews, has been drawn into her orbit. Surprisingly, her recent spotlight is a striking contrast to her past. You might not know, but her last Before Fame podcast was back in 2019. For those who don't understand, the term industry plant is associated with individuals who seemingly operate independently, yet are speculated to have concealed backing and financial support driving their sudden prominence and opportunities.
She literally said in one interview, she was like, the agency like called me and asked me like, "Hey, do you want to be a part of this? Like, we're taking like 70% of your earnings." So what? Like, what's the truth? Like, I'm so confused. No one starts fame like this crazy. No one gets 3 million followers overnight and sits in a bed with Drake. Like, this doesn't happen. I'm sorry, I just don't believe it. Like, I don't believe you can get there by yourself. Like, I don't know, she just had help. I'm sorry.
Speculations, Bobbi firmly dismissed the persistent rumors, branding her as an industry plant. By asserting her own identity, she emphasized that her role is better characterized as that of an entertainer and comedian. She said, "I think that's why celebrities are down to do it. They know it's a character and we just wing it. It's not a real interview. I'm not trying to get hard-hitting information about you. I'm not trying to uncover anything. It's just a conversation. It's really a parody of a good interview." However, the fans are nowhere near convinced. They have backed up their argument with stats that even Bobbi herself can't deny. Bobbi Althoff is of Jewish descent and is signed to the same management as Drake.
What did I say?
Her agent is TJ Bernady, and she signed to WME without prior success. Her husband is also a millionaire. She is not self-made, and she is a plant by definition. Not sure why she's lying about.
What did I just say? What did I just say?
It. On a surprising note, a fan even reported that Lil Yachty also unfollowed Bobbi on Instagram. Lil Yachty and Drake both have unfollowed Bobbi Althoff. This is the biggest rise and downfall we've seen in a long time. Recent whispers of a possible affair with Drake have ignited a flurry of rumors and speculations. As fans and followers eagerly dissect the alleged connection, Bobbi's response has taken center stage. In an attempt to clear the air, she has taken to social media to share a snapshot of a direct message conversation with Dave. She has taken to social media.
My girlfriend says you hooked up with Drake and got divorced. I'm saying that is not true. I'm not commenting publicly, but off the record, you're right. That is not true. I knew I was right. I didn't want to do this in the podcast in the first place, and now so much negativity is coming from it. I'm going to leave it alone after this, but this is the uncensored DM between Dave and I.
Yeah, to share a snapshot of a direct message conversation with Dave, aiming to debunk the swirling allegations. In this text message thread between Bobbi Althoff and Barstool owner Dave Portnoy, Bobbi can be seen denying allegations that she slept with Drake and is getting a divorce because of it. Amidst the swirling drama, an intriguing layer has been added to the narrative. Bobbi recently disclosed that her involvement in a podcast with Dave was met with a significant dose of reluctance. Althoff wrote on her IG story, "I did not want to do this podcast in the first place, and now so much negativity is coming from it. I'm going to leave it alone after this, but this is the uncensored DM between Dave and I." In a recent clip shared on the BFF's TikTok page has brought attention to Bobbi's financial situation, with the text, "Bobbi is actually broke," overlaying the footage. During the conversation, Dave inquired if Bobbi was experiencing substantial financial gains. In response, she candidly shared, "I haven't actually seen any of the money. I'm waiting on TikTok to give me any money right now. People think I'm joking about being in debt. I'm not. I put every penny I've had into this podcast, like flights, everything. Even to come here, I've spent like $2,000. That's money I don't have yet. I put it on a credit card. I'm like chipping away at every credit card I can max out right now. I have 3 cards. I'm on my 3rd one." However, later in the podcast, she mentioned that her payment would come very soon.
I remember her repeatedly saying, like, she doesn't have money. She's like, she's broke and stuff. I love how clickbaity that was. What really happened between Bobbi and Drake? Drake finally speaks on why he unfollowed Bobbi. You literally never told me. You never told me any of this. I want to see what Cody and Noel says.
Oh, yeah, okay. So
let's not delve into this.
No. I want to talk about it.
You do?
I just want to know what the fucking drama is. Why did she delete the Drake interview? What could have happened? Dude, that has to be like the juiciest piece of fucking drama.
Yeah.
I don't like talking about drama, but this, I'm like, that blew her the fuck up. She went from, podcast, not like irrelevance, but I'm saying like she had a new podcast. There was only like 1 episode out. From there to like podcast superstardom in the course of a fucking week because of that episode. And she took it down. Why? Something must have happened.
Well, yeah. They unfollowed each other or whatever.
Yeah. I wonder what happened.
I thought they had
It's kinda
insight.
crazy.
I thought they had any sort of insight, and they don't have any insight. And they just like as lost as we are.
Or it's a
Excuse
meme.
me.
Yeah, or maybe she just like did it just for this.
I'm so disappointed right
So
now.
people are like, what's going on? And it like draws even more attention. Could be.
Yeah. I would wager something happened. Bit of a fallout.
Yeah.
Quick fallout. And not
Okay, whatever.
Oh, have y'all watched this?
The comments, you read the comments, you're responding to the comments because you don't have anything better to do with your time but respond to comments under my video.
You know, I was hoping to get to know you a little bit on here, the way we've
Okay.
gotten to know each other off camera. And I see what you're doing.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You want to seem cool. You're like, oh, I want my people to think, what do you call them?
goblins.
Did you come up with that?
Mm-hmm.
And they just went along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Do you have a fan army name?
No.
Okay.
You would know that because you stalk me in your free time.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to ask a question you know the answer to.
Okay.
Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I had questions to ask about.
Did you write them down?
No, I remember my stuff.
Okay, congratulations. You've been doing this for a lot longer. You're much older than me.
I'm 23.
You're not 23.
Okay.
I think we went over this when we did my podcast. You're
When you had all my information wrong, when you thought you knew where I was from and who I was dating and how much money I had and what car I drove and my age, and it was all off.
Okay, it's not my fault, but no one actually cares enough to get that information right about you.
Jesus Christ, you're such a
Oh my god. This girl is crazy.
Bobbi, at her finest. Y'all are gonna tell me, that
Oh my god.
I'm hating. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this thing that she got going on is gonna flail out quickly. Allegedly, from what I've heard.
Damn.
Yeah, Drake and them don't fuck with her like that. I don't know the full details, you know. I heard she got a little big-headed, man. She got a little big-headed on Drake and Yachty. That's what I'm hearing. I don't know. Don't know why only Drake interview came down. I think Yachty's still up. Don't know why Drake interview came down at all. I have no idea. But, yeah, apparently Drake and Yachty don't really fuck with her. And not like it's not beef, none. It's just like they're like, okay, all right, you got it. She's kind of still getting interviews, but recently we seen what happened. She confirmed that she did not fuck Drake, and that Dave Portnoy, or actually Dave Portnoy just came out and said, yo, they misedited the shit. So let me see if I can find it right here. So Dave Portnoy says, I want to apologize for the way that the Drake clip was edited and put out. I ripped our media team apart for it. Never should have been released like that. I said you didn't hook up. It was nothing at all till they edited it like that. Then, so I guess she's saying, then you put that on your story because this is so unfair and so messed up. And he said, that's what I'm apologizing for. I didn't personally put it up, even though it was made, our social team did, and I freaked out on him when I saw it. This was
Heard that Bobbi slept with Drake and is getting divorced, so I asked her. I DM'd Bobbi.
What? You asked her, did you sleep with Drake and are you getting a divorce?
Yeah. She's like, I'm not commenting on that publicly, but that's not... Honest, like, I heard that...
Okay. And then I believe the full text was this. And she had said, I did not want to do this podcast in the first place. I think she's talking about Dave Portnoy's BFS podcast. And now so much negativity is coming from it. I'm going to leave it alone after this, but this is the uncensored DM between Dave and I. This is what Dave says. My girlfriend says you hooked up with Drake and got divorced. I am saying that isn't true. She says, I am not commenting publicly, but off the record, you're right, that is not true. And he says, I knew I was right. Okay. All right. I want to see how this...
He clout chasing, Ag.
Huh?
He clout chasing.
Who?
The girl, if she wasn't clout chasing, she would have said that is not true publicly, but she want people to keep on talking about it. That's why she not denouncing it. You understand?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, like...
No, I don't feel like that, because the thing is, like, if you're gonna go on your story now and you're saying, like, listen guys, I didn't sleep with Drake, like, I feel like people will be like, oh, why are you so defensive then? Like, if you didn't sleep with him, why are you defensive? But, like, so either way, it's gonna bite her in the ass, you know, like, she's commenting publicly on it, she's not commenting publicly on it, like, it looks bad either way, like, not true.
Why would you?
You're right, but I gotta defend my white queen.
I think they're both clout chasing. Dave Portnoy And Barstool's is cloud chasing by even having it as a rumor.
Yes.
Right? Because
Dave is definitely cloud chasing because this motherfucker literally like he brought it onto his DMs, he brought it onto his stories, he brought it onto his own podcast with other girls, and that clip also went viral of him saying like, oh, he asked Bobbi if she slept around.
Honestly, I only heard about the rumor.
He's milking the
through them, and she's cloud chasing a bit by if it was a rumor, not at least like you don't have to talk about your divorce, but you can just be like, I didn't sleep with Drake.
Yeah. So,
I don't know. I'm interested to see what her thing is gonna be. That awkward shit gets old quick to me.
Yeah.
It gets really old quick to me. And I'm sorry. I don't know how Funny Marco feels about it. I just feel like somebody like Funny Marco or... Does Theo Vaughn count in that awkward little thing? I just think that nigga's hilarious.
Yeah.
No, that other nigga Drake did a podcast with kind of count.
Nah, Theo Vaughn is goat.
But I walked into his house and it was super awkward because like he's really kind of awkward, and I've heard that.
Not her being super awkward in all her interviews. Like, why is she saying that he's awkward?
Going into it, but me with another awkward person is like, I think it's because you guys are awkward. Maybe that's why. But if you guys are awkward, you guys aren't. Because he was awkward. I walked into his house. He didn't even like say hi to me. So then I was like, said, let's go to the bathroom. So then we go to the bathroom, and then we like get out, and then he's like, he's just sitting there with like his two assistants, and he's not even acknowledging that I'm like in the room, and my camera guy's like setting up. I'm just sitting there like on my phone, like I'm like trying, and then he comes up, he's like, oh hi, gives me like a half hug, and I'm just like, hi, then goes back to his spot, and I'm like, dude, I don't even want to do this. I'm texting my friend like, Ashley, I need to leave, this is so awkward.
Okay, that sounds
Yeah, that sounds grateful.
Now she can't stop talking, bro.
No, that sounds grateful.
For sure. You're not entitled to fuck like damn, bitch.
Yo.
Oh, what? No, I feel like, is that ungrateful? I don't know. I don't think so. Like, I feel like it's just a decent human being thing to do. Like, if I'm coming to your house and recording a podcast with you, like, no matter, like, who you are, the biggest pop stars, rappers of this entire world, like, just, like, say hi like a person, you know? Like, we're all people. You don't have to kiss the ground I walk on, and I don't need to kiss the ground you walk on. I mean, maybe, like, I'll be very grateful for the opportunity, but, like, just say hi, you know?
Yo. You're like... 4th podcast ever, you get Lil Yachty, and you're over here saying your experience with him. He's a creep, and you're saying to yourself,
she never said that.
You want to leave. Like, you're not the person getting the opportunity here. Yeah. Like you're doing him a favor. I see why now. I see why.
Yo, word to my dead cat, I won't ever do that, Yachty.
I don't think Yachty was like. I don't think anyone was in the wrong. Like, he should have just acknowledged her, be like, hi, just, you know, just chill, I'll be with you in a sec. And then I don't know, like, I don't know what happened between them. It's crazy, but yeah, like, there's literally no proof of them sleeping together. None of these YouTube videos even mention the copyright music that was in the original interview. They didn't even mention that Drake said he's gonna edit the interview himself because he didn't want Bobbi to edit it. It was edited by Drake, it was published by Bobbi, and that copyrighted song was long enough to like be a problem. So I don't know. Anyway, okay, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, please. Okay, bye.